Hi everyone, it's Kieran here at Magical Traveller. Come with me today as we take a tour of the beautiful Koningsdam by Holland America. Now, we were on board this beautiful ship back in May 2022 for a wonderful inside passage tour of Alaska. And if you're ever interested in sailing with the Holland America or thinking of sailing Alaska, we'd love to help you find the perfect cruise or itinerary. You can find our details in the description below or on screen right now. The Koningsdam was the first ship in a new class of ship called the Pinnacle class for Holland America. She was originally launched in 2016, comprises of 12 decks, and at double occupancy she can handle 2,650 passengers and a crew complement of 1,036. We're going to start our tour here on deck 9, the Lido deck. Here you can see the main pool area, and the first thing you may notice is the covered roof, which is actually retractable, which makes it the perfect ship whether you go into one of the warmer climates or, in our case, sailing Alaska. It means they can adjust the temperature of the main pool to the environment that you're sailing in. Located around the pool area, you'll find a number of dining options as well as some places to get drinks. One of my favourite spots while we were on board the ship was Dive In, which is the hot dog and burger joint near the pool area. One of my favourites to enjoy were the fries covered in blue cheese and buffalo sauce. Honestly, they were amazing. And if you're craving something sweet, just across from there you'll find the gelato station, which is the perfect place to grab something sweet. However, keep in mind this does carry an extra cost. There are plenty of sunbeds, sofas and tables on both the lower and upper decks for those who want to unwind and take in the scenic cruising that can be enjoyed on an Alaska itinerary. If you like us and enjoy people watching while sipping a cocktail, this is the ideal spot for that. Here on the upper deck of the pool area, you can also find another bar if you wanted to get an alcoholic beverage. If we then go beyond the pool area, you will find yourself in the fitness and wellness part of the ship. So this is going to be the place to head to if you are looking for those hydro spas, or if you are somebody who likes to go and take in a fitness class or do a workout whilst you're on board, then definitely the Koningsdam has ample space for you with perfect views overlooking the scenery that you are sailing through. Now we're going to quickly come outside here and head right up to the very top of the ship and past the gorgeous funnel stack, where we will make our way to the very back of the ship where we will find the sun deck and the sun bar. Now this part of the ship was also popular because it is a two-decked observation area where you can see those amazing panoramic views from the back of the ship, but also as well you do have this really cool pool here called the Sea View pool, which does offer you amazing views as you are getting in your morning or evening laps on board Koningsdam. Then either side of the ship there are these stairs that do take you up to the higher observation area. Do be careful, however, I was caught off by this. There is a clear glass panel looking down to the side of the ship. If you're afraid of heights, just be aware of that. But then it does take you to the upper observation area where you can then take in those amazing views. This ship really is built for scenic cruising, so it really is the ultimate ship for sailing in those beautiful destinations like Alaska and taking in the gorgeous scenery around you. We're now going to stay on deck 10, which is also called the panorama deck, and it's hardly a surprise when you consider these are the gorgeous views that you have as you do walk around the entire open deck area. The ship offers ample outdoor space for enjoying the amazing scenery that you are sailing through, but if we quickly then head up on deck 11 onto the sun deck, here you'll find the onboard sports court. As you can see, it was a bit windy this day, but again we are sailing Alaska in May. Now if you keep making your way around towards the front of the ship, you'll find some fitness equipment, and you'll also quickly come upon the jogging track as well. So if you are somebody who wants to get in a few laps when you are on board, be it walking or jogging, this is going to be the place you want to head to. And it's quite private up here because it is a little bit out of the way. Here you can see then, just looking down at the Lido deck, on that open air canopy which is currently closed as we are sailing in slightly colder weather. Good news is, as we went on further into Alaska, the weather did get better and that canopy was open for most of our sailing. Now let's head back inside the ship to deck 9, Lido deck, where we are going to come across the Lido marketplace. Now this is going to be the onboard buffet, so if you are somebody who's looking for your casual meals for breakfast, dinner or lunch, this is going to be the place you're going to want to head to. Each station offers a different type of cuisine, whether it's going to be home comfort food, wool cuisine or light bites. You just head to the different stations where then the food wait staff will serve you the different food options available to you. We never got bored while we were on board, as there was always something new and exciting to try, and each station seemed to have new offerings every single day while we were on board. Drip coffee and tea is available from the buffet at any time throughout the day, and as you can see here, there was a wide choice of teas available for you. So keeping on the topic of food, if we head up to deck 10, briefly you'll come across Nami and Tamarind. Now Nami is going to be the Japanese and sushi restaurant on board, and Tamarind is going to be the Asian fusion restaurant. If you enjoy Asian or Japanese food, definitely bookmark these places. They are specialty restaurants, so there is an extra charge to dine here, but they are highlights of the dining options available on board. Holland America does have onboard kids clubs, however this is just the lobby area as I wasn't able to go inside and have a look around as there were kids on board our sailing. Now let's head inside the ship and to decks 1, 2 and 3, which is where you're going to find a lot of the indoor venues on board Koningsdam. Here we are now on deck 3 in the atrium. This is where guest services are located, so if you are having any issues with your onboard account or you need to book any onboard services, this is going to be the best place to head to get that sorted. Nearby, on the opposite side of the atrium, you are going to find Grand Dutch Cafe. Now this is going to be a wonderful cafe where you can get some light bites to eat during the daytime, or if you want an alcoholic beverage, this is definitely somewhere you can grab one. Now it's a great space for people watching, and you're going to have ample space in the nearby conservatory to take in those scenic views. If we make our way towards the back of the ship, we come to the photo lab. So if you are somebody who likes to have your photo taken on board, this is going to be where you can purchase the individual photos that are printed for you, or if you want to get a photo package, you can do that as well. Now we are entering into the upper area of the main dining room on board the beautiful Koningsdam. Now the Koningsdam does have a 2-story dining room, and as you can see here, it does have a nice, bright, open, airy atmosphere. The main dining room is available for fixed dining, or you can just join the wait list and have anytime dining. You just need to let the host know how many people you are dining with, and they will try and find a table for you as soon as possible. Views overlooking the aft of the ship were in high demand, so it was difficult to find a table near the aft with those beautiful Alaskan panoramic views. However, regardless of where you're sitting, you're still in for a wonderful meal. And then just to quickly show you the entrance if you are arriving on deck 2. Again, the host will greet you and take you to your table, which again you can see there is ample space here on the lower floor. Now, if we do make our way forward from the back of the ship on deck 2, we do find ourselves in a corridor across from the Orange Club Lounge. Now this we did find was a bit of an odd space as there is no nearby bar to get drinks, but you can get a drink from the atrium bar and then walk back to one of these windows to take in the view. The Club Orange Lounge is available to guests who purchase the Club Orange Access, which offers a private dining room with dedicated service as well as a few other perks. Just across from the Club Lounge is where you're going to find Blend, which is the onboard wine blending lab. Now this is really great, you can do private wine blending classes, but also if you're into wine tasting, this is going to be where those classes will take place. Then if we keep making our way forward, just before we get to the atrium, we arrive at Rue de Sel de Mer. Now this is going to be a specialty restaurant, so there is an extra charge if you did decide you wanted to dine here. However, if you do, you are going to find a beautifully curated menu by celebrity chef Rudy Soderman. We then find ourselves back at the heart of the ship, the atrium, here on deck 2. Now, this was home to one of our favourite venues when we were on board the Koningsdam, the Ocean Bar, which is a really nice, quiet, relaxed lounge where you can sit down and do a little bit of people watching if you wanted to, but also then get an alcoholic beverage into the evenings. We spent many of our evenings on board Koningsdam in this bar. If we then look across the atrium, we arrive at the Pinnacle Grill, the onboard steakhouse. Now this is a speciality, so there is an extra charge for it, but the meal we had here was absolutely incredible and a highlight of our voyage. Moving along from there, we then arrive at the entertainment district on board the Koningsdam, starting with Lincoln Center Stage and B.B. King's Blues Club. Holland America pride themselves on their live music, and every night between the B.B. King Lounge, Lincoln Center Stage, the Rolling Stone Rock Room, or the Billboard Onboard venue, which is also located in the entertainment district, there was always live music playing and the atmosphere was always lively. So if you are somebody who does enjoy live music, then definitely there's lots of options for you on board Holland America in the various different live music rooms. Then if we head right to the very front of the ship, we arrive at World Stage. Now this venue is state-of-the-art. It is absolutely incredible, the sheer level of technical production that they can achieve within this venue. It does have a full wraparound LED wall, and that screen does come to life with beautiful animations and graphics. Entertainment on board definitely leans heavily in towards the arts and musical performance. You are going to find lots of dance performances and a lot of musical performances as well. You do get things like BBC Earth Live, where they have a live orchestra performing for you, as well as some ballet and contemporary dance performances from the onboard dance troupe. Now, if we come out of World Stage Theatre onto Deck 3, we will arrive out into the casino. So if you are somebody who does enjoy gambling when you're at sea, then this is going to be the place to head towards. In the evenings, it's quite a lively venue as it does connect directly to the entertainment district, so you can often hear the music from downstairs coming upstairs into the casino. And then if we follow along back towards the back of the ship, we arrive at the shopping district. So if you are somebody who wants to purchase your jewellery or your onboard duty free, then this is going to be the place to do that. And what's really great as well is this shopping district does overlook the BB King's and Lincoln Center Stage venues, creating a wonderful atmosphere in the evening with the live music. Not only does music play a big part in the Holland America brand, but so does art as well. And I was never more happier than when I was walking around the ship exploring and coming across some of the beautiful art pieces you can find throughout the ship. A lot of them do have some musical themes, be it contemporary music or be it traditional classical music, but it is just wonderful seeing all these fantastic art pieces as you are exploring the ship. So let's head up to deck 12 and take a little look at the retreat, which is going to be where you're going to find the cabanas on board the beautiful Koningsdam. Now, there is an extra charge and you can rent these cabanas per day or for the length of your voyage if you did want to. However, as we were sailing in slightly colder weather, they weren't operating as cabanas. They were just open for you to go into if you wanted to have a little look around. I'm sure if you were sailing in the Caribbean or the Mediterranean, these would be in high demand as it's a really great place to get out of the sun and enjoy that premium service. Now let's head back inside the ship on deck 12 and to one of my favourite venues on board the Koningsdam, and this is going to be the Crow's Nest. Now this was one of the side rooms that's a little bit smaller, a bit more private, so it was really great for kind of getting together. There's all the friends and everyone we were sailing with, and it's just a great place to kind of take in those beautiful views as you are sailing. The whole of the Crow's Nest does wrap around the front of the ship and has beautiful floor-to-ceiling windows and plenty of comfy seating for you to just relax, unwind and take in those gorgeous views. Now, there are board games available for you if you did want to kind of just get people together and have a board game or play cards. And there's also a bar nearby if you wanted to order an alcoholic drink, as well as a coffee shop if you did want to get a coffee drink to warm up if you have been out exploring Alaska. When we were sailing inside Glacier Bay, this was actually where the park ranger came on board and set up for the day. So this is where they were pointing out all the amazing landmarks that we were seeing, as well as offering talks and kind of pointing out all the wildlife as we were sailing through Glacier Bay. And honestly, Glacier Bay was an absolute highlight of our time in Alaska. They opened up the front of the ship and served hot chocolate. You could have it with rum if you wanted to, or Baileys. And it was just really fantastic to experience that kind of majestic view of Glacier Bay right from the very front of the ship. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed this beautiful tour of the Holland America Koningsdam. She really is a beautiful ship and she is perfect for sailing through the Alaska region. Now, if you are ever interested in sailing Alaska and you would like to have a helping hand in booking that cruise, I'd love nothing more than to help you find that cruise. You can find me online anywhere under magical-traveller.com, or you can find us on all social media under magical TRVLR. Other than that guys, all the best and we'll see you on the next one. Bye!